Some competitions hand out prizes, others build bridges. And today, at the Faculty of Science BMSIC in Casablanca, more than 500 students, 100 teams, and 30 Moroccan universities are living the very first Moroccan edition of the CISC, one of the biggest and world's largest student innovation competitions. It was born in China, and today it's here in Casablanca. And behind this bridge between Beijing and Casablanca, there is a woman, Mrs. Chen Lu, Effie, as her friends call her. For 13 years, she has been the Secretary General of SNIA, the association connecting Chinese education with Morocco and Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, and beyond. She is also a founder and CEO, and as we will discover, a lifelong student. So welcome to Co-Leaders for Africa podcast. Thank you for accepting the invitation. And because we believe that big dreams are still in Africa, let's start and discover your leadership journey between China and North Africa. So welcome, Madame Chen, as you like to, that your friends call you Effie. And I would love to use my little bit of my Mandarin, ni hao, and huanin. It's hello and welcome in Chinese. And for my auditors, I've studied Chinese maybe 10 years ago, but I haven't practiced for the last 8 years. So now, as I told you earlier, how can I say it? Qin Yuan Liang Wo De Fayin, which means sorry for my pronunciation, but I wanted to introduce you with Chinese language because I also want to honor China as a country, as a culture, as a partner. They opened up their universities for us as Africans, and I'm always and still grateful to that. This is exactly what also we learn, and what this competition teaches us is we cannot build a partnership without taking the time, but also taking the one step towards the other shore. So thanks again for accepting the invitation, and I will let you introduce, maybe say a few words before starting our conversation on your leadership journey from China to North Africa.
So thank you so much. It's a great honor for me today to be here. And I'm Effie Chen, Secretary General of SNIA. SNIA is a Sino-North Africa Innovation Association. So for SNIA, we are the platform that build the link between China and North Africa and some other countries. Yeah, we have many programs actually conducted between this China and these countries initially. So yes, we're also proud of the competition you mentioned. So for this competition is China International College Students Innovation Competition. So the purpose for this competition is to let all the students from both China and other countries, they are focused more on practical skills, not only knowledge. That means they need to have knowledge transfer and put everything into practice and do transformation. And this is the only international competition our President Xi Jinping delivered 2 letters to all the international students, which is a high level actually in China. Our government also provide funding and authorize some top-level universities like BIT, Beijing Institute of Technology, this time to co-organize this competition together with us.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for presenting all that, and we're proud as Moroccans for being chosen for this first edition in North Africa. So at Co-Leaders for Africa, we never start with titles, but you already presented it. That's great. We start usually with the human in the center. and because we believe that human being
Yeah.
is the most important link to build every bridge
Yes.
where we want to build, and every bridge builder also I have ever met started building long before anyone gave them the job or the title. So from this point, I would love to take us back to your childhood, and maybe in China you've had great experiences that make you become who you are as a woman, as a leader, working within African countries today. So please, where did you grow up, and what was the kind of little girl that you were when at that time?
Thank you so much for your question. Yes, actually, for my childhood is a period China we are suffering from the economic decline, and also unfortunately for like my grandma and grandfather, they are still suffering starvation at that moment. You see, that's the new China. Yeah, our economic conditions are not that good.
Yeah.
And when I was young, I'm still thinking, what's the life for the family? They can own their own car. That's almost impossible. Also for us, the image to going abroad is almost impossible. For us, we have no idea what is passport, what is visa. Yeah, hardly imagine we can easily going abroad and study outside and have international traveling. Yeah, that's almost impossible. But for my childhood, I'm thinking, and my dream, yes, I hope one day I can have opportunity to go abroad to see the world, to see the country outside. I think it's a seed actually in my mind when I was young. Yeah, and also I also hope to become a teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, and my parents support me a lot. For example, they found a room which is empty. Then they help me to make a blackboard and a desk. Yeah, I pretend to be the real teacher when I was young. So, and after graduation, I become the teacher. Yes, at the very beginning. Yes, I see many students and also their dreams. My dream is going abroad, but also theirs. So after I think that to be a teacher cannot achieve my dream. So my first job, I work in the company organization that is doing the collaboration between China and abroad for nurses. Yeah, and after the program, I realized some students they going through our program and started in UK. They changed their life totally. Yeah, that's the first image from me. So I really hope that we can organize many programs that really benefit more students. So 30 years ago, China is not developed. And now, yeah, I'm so proud to say we are the second world economy in the world.
Yes. Congratulations.
That's my, yes.
Yeah, that's really, really important to remind ourselves from where that dream came from and who were those people who supported us to achieve our goals or our dreams. Thank you for sharing this and for being honest also. And I love that image that you put it with you as a little girl and your parents prepare the board and the table and make your dream like achievable. And I can almost see her, that little girl. That's really, really great to hear, and also to remind ourselves and other young African women and leaders that we can achieve our dreams. And it sounds like education was already in the heart of your ecosystem, your family, your room, where did you grow up. So you became a teacher, and then you started accompanying and mentoring other young students, which is amazing. So was there a teacher or a parent, of course you talked about your parent, but a special person or a special moment in those early years that first opened the words that maybe beyond China's boundaries? I would love to hear from you, and maybe, if possible, to share with us who was that person, or what was that moment?
I think for me personally, when I was young, I only know that I want to see the outside world. So my image, firstly, is from my graduation, my first job. Yes, that's very important to me. And for the first impression, deep impression I have to have this desire and dream is my college life. Yeah. So I majored in English. And my second language is Japanese. I have a Japanese teacher. Yeah, she's very, very good. And at that moment, she is, I think, 70 years old. Yeah. And she is really an ideal people to me, and I learned a lot from her. Yes, she always encouraged us that in your university life, you can study, but you need to have your dream. Yeah. Before that, actually, for Chinese students, our dream is to find a good job and a good husband. Not a big dream, actually. Yeah,
Indeed.
but after, yes, she becomes our teacher and gave us a new idea and a new horizon about outside world. I realized that life is not limited in your daily life, but outside the world. Yeah, that's the most important moment in my life.
Wow.
But at that moment, for my classmates, for example, they're still thinking going abroad is a dream hardly to achieve. But for me, I think everything is possible because language also make me benefit a lot from this program, actually. Like
Indeed.
what you said, you learned Chinese. Yes, our major is English.
Wow.
Yes, English for us at the very beginning only to take exam. But now it's totally different meaning. It means friendship, opportunity, and the world for us. Yeah, so I really appreciate and thank you
That's great.
so much to my Japanese teacher to give us this opportunity and let us know the outside world. So for SNIA, we also hope that we can create more opportunities for Africa students and some Chinese students to open their eyes to search for more opportunities.
That's great. Wow. Thank you. So the seeds were planted very early at this period, thanks to your teacher, Japanese teacher. And that makes also my next question almost inevitable. So when did Africa enter into this word or into your story?
Yes.
Or do you remember maybe the every first time this continent, its people, its energy touched your life through a person or through a moment or a project?
Yeah, that's also an interesting story.
Yeah.
So for me, after my first daughter was born, yes, I'm searching to find the opportunity, to create an organization myself. But at that moment, I have totally no idea what should I do. Because at that moment, Chinese students, they are very interested to study abroad. They like American, UK, Australia. But I'm in in the situation hardly to make decision because some companies, they did very well in this field. And luckily, 2013 is the year our President Xi Jinping initiate One Belt, One Road initiative. Yeah, it's a great
One of the greatest opportunities and initiatives in China, indeed.
Exactly. At that moment, I realized it's really a good opportunity for me. So I made a decision to do some programs with One Belt, One Road country. And Morocco, you are the first country sign MOU with us for One Belt, One Road initiative. But at that moment, I have no idea because One Belt, One Road, we have 64 countries.
When was that year? When was that? Which year?
2013.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's amazing.
13 years already.
Wow. That reminds me, 2014, when I was the head of finance and administration department at a sports infrastructure in Casablanca. It was 2014, and I discovered that Morocco, through our King Mohammed VI, they announced that they are signing more than 30 conventions and partnerships within China.
Yeah, that's
And I had always that dream also when I was a young girl, little girl, to go and discover Chinese culture. So I said, I have to find a way to learn Chinese because maybe in few years we will have more opportunities, more partners coming over to Morocco and Africa to work within us. I remember that time, everyone took me like a crazy woman and they said, why you want to learn Chinese? Why Mandarin? Go learn English or Spanish or other languages. I was keeping telling them, Morocco, our king signed more than 30 conventions and partnerships. That means that we were building a stronger relationship. So we have to learn this language and try to understand this culture. So it's very specific. 2014 was also for me a déclic where I connected with your country. So it was like a year after your connection with Africa. That's amazing.
Exactly.
That's really, really interesting. So from that little girl in China to the woman building bridges bridges towards Africa through different countries, not only Morocco, but also Algeria, Tunisia, and beyond. I want to understand the crossing itself. What is maybe the link between what you were doing as a CEO or as a director in China through your projects, your companies, and where is the crossing link, and what is the strikes me in that is nothing in this journey was accidental. Everything is connected from what you've said also. So, and yet leading between Africa and Asia, and two different words going with two different speeds. China is moving faster than any country in this world. It's not comfortable sometimes, right? So leading an association that connects those two words using or moving with two different speeds, two different, maybe more than two different languages sometimes, it depends on the country, different cultures, and different ways of thinking about education. What has the role, or what that role forced you to learn about your partners or about leadership and managing all these ecosystems in the same time?
Yeah, for this question, first of all, I would like to share you a story that is c'est la vie.
C'est la vie, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a destiny. I think 2013, at the very beginning, I told you we would like to discover One Belt, One Road country collaboration. And one day, our Ministry of Education, they organized an education fair in Beijing. And that moment, I know Tunisian people called Mr. Ali, who got us to come to Tunisia first, because he told us that Tunisian people like Chinese people so much, and they are willing to study in China. They really hope that we can build a link and help more Tunisian students to study in China. But honestly, at that moment, I have no idea exactly where Tunisia is. Then I searched the map, then I go directly, followed Mr. Ali. Then I came to Tunisia, and I realized that it's a beautiful country. With a similar civilization like Chinese people, and they are very kind and lovely. Yeah, that's the beginning of our collaboration with Africa. Then after that, I know Ms. Abdel Mazouz here in Morocco and Algeria, Egypt. Then we decided to expand our collaboration in this area. Yeah, at that moment, not many Chinese people know here and have programs here as well. So we are so lucky that we have this opportunity. And also you mentioned the leadership. Yeah, for me, I think, the World Cup. Yeah, Morocco, you are the wonderful team. Yeah, because our Chinese football is not that good. So my king is a Morocco team. And for my interest to watch football is similar like leadership. I think that's a very important strategy also for me. Yeah, I would like to know how to manage the team. Not easy, you see, to find different positions to win the match. So my strategy is to find the right person in the right position. So I'm so proud to say SNIA's team, we are very supportive and strong and helpful to all our partners, and our innovation association, we call it innovation, like this competition actually, and also my PhD also in innovation. We like something new. Innovation, not only technology for sure, it's also the management, eternal itself inside our organization, and also to innovative the programs. That's all very important.
That's very interesting. How you start the connection within Tunisia, which is also a small country in Africa, but so powerful. They have also a great strategy, leadership strategy to connect with the world. I remember it's one of the first countries I have visited when I was 12 years old through a young program to encourage and to open the eyes of the young Moroccans also towards Africa and the world. Yeah, Tunisia is a very, very great example who, as a country who helps to connect with others. And you mentioned also Morocco through the football team. Indeed, they did a great job, and I congratulate them from this stage. But also, you are presenting this association, and I was wondering how many cultures or nationalities are represented in your association till now?
Yes, we have our branch office in Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, and also Algeria. Yes. And yes, in our headquarters is Beijing. We have around 20 staffs. And we are also international team. We have staffs from Burkina Faso and some other Africa countries. And we really hope that we can also have Morocco staffs to work in SNIA.
That's amazing. And this is the greatness of having or the richness of diversity. When you see a team, and as the football team, you can see different backgrounds and nationalities in the same team. And one of the best also teams is the French team. You can see different backgrounds and origins. And that makes also the impact more powerful, more interesting. Of course, the team leader, his role is a key role. And also his leadership style is very important. This is why I'm asking through my executive coach hat. I hear sometimes and something very, very powerful also from what you've said, but many times through my interviews within African leaders, but powerful messages. But from you've mentioned is the importance of finding or choosing the right person in the right position. And also linking those people. It's a key action to help you as a leader in achieving your goals and achieving or implementing your vision and your strategy. So it's the leadership of maybe translation, of analyzing the ecosystem, not the leadership of maybe commanding and telling the others what they have to do, but it's a leadership of sharing, of being more open to understand better the culture, the people, how do they connect. Here I would love to jump into the Chinese side. What do the Chinese and the African ways of leading teach each other from your perspective? What have you borrowed from each other? What did you find in Africa, and what Africa finds you interesting, and what you learn from each other till today?
Yes, that's a very interesting question. Also, we have many stories about this. You know, Chinese people, we are industrious, very efficient, work very hard, and sometimes very serious for all aspects, for work, for life. Not like Moroccan people. They're very relaxing and enjoying life, and also work very hard, obviously. So for the work style and
it depends on the areas and the places. We have different levels. There are some people who really work hard, and those people sometimes we don't see them much. And of course we have other style of enjoying life and enjoying the opportunities and the greatness of life, of nature. And so it's very interesting to hear from you this perspective.
Yes, because we work here with North Africa countries for more than 13 years. So I have many experience that work together here. Very interesting is that for my colleague, for example, my colleague Mary, she's a Deputy Secretary General of SNIA. She's very efficient and she can handling more than 10 programs together at one moment.
She's a hard worker. I can say and see that.
She works very hard, actually.
And congratulations to her from this stage, also for what she's building for the last few years. I had the opportunity to meet her last year and today and now in Casablanca through your competition and your program. And indeed, it's a huge effort. And thanks to you and also the whole team. And here, from this, what you're saying, we can see the leader within you, because you are giving her also recognition, and which is very important as a leader to give the recognitions for the right people who are working hard in the backgrounds. Sometimes,
Yeah, that's what I said is find the right person in the right position, because we're not educated people. We just find the right one. Yeah, for all the SNIA staff, all of them, first of all, they love, culture. Yeah, they love the collaboration between other countries and the people. That's a very important factor we choose ourselves. So luckily that all SNIA members, we are the same person actually.
That's great. So when you are talking about the SNIA team, you have Chinese and you have international.
Yeah.
And I would love to re-ask this question maybe differently.
Yeah.
I'm seeking and curious to know what does Africa give you and what does China bring to Africa? What did you learn or teach to each other?
For Chinese people, most of them, they are very serious sometimes. We learned from Africa that sometimes we need to slowly and think more carefully. Yes, because if you run fast, you run the wrong way. Yeah, it's not easy to reach the destination. Yeah, so during the years of working with Morocco, yes, we really learned a lot from it. And also, we are not live for work, but live for life. That's different. We also learned from Moroccan people that make our life high quality. That's very important. And for Morocco people, I think also because our former ambassador Lee, yes, he always share some stories and experience to us. He told us that the best gift you give to Moroccan people is guide them to China. Yeah, so every year, SNIA will organize big events every year. So we have many delegations. We invited them to China. Then seeing is believing. Yeah, we cannot just talk to them what China is, our style, our life, and our technology, whatever, by mouth. Yeah, we organize them to China and let them to first of all participate our forum. Yeah, to have a first image and some collaboration contract or whatever. After that, we will get them to visit some factories in China to see different areas, development status in China, and also visited some universities and colleges to see their laboratories, their culture. We also organize some culture events. Yeah, to let them experience Chinese food, our culture. Yeah, they all benefit a lot from it. Then after, we become very close friends because that's what you said. We attract each other. Yeah, they love China, we love Morocco.
Indeed.
So for me, I'm half Moroccan actually. Yeah,
That's great. Thank you for sharing this story. And here is also what really fascinates me in your story. It's that in 2013, you took on those two missions at once.
Yeah.
Like you were the Secretary General of the association, and in the same time, the CEO of your company, and the founder of your company, working hard and starting this journey. And today, from Beijing, of course, while leading those both sides, you completed also your master degree and then your PhD.
Yeah.
Which is very, very interesting for women because, as you know, a woman needs to be sometimes the wife, the mother, and the active woman entrepreneur and leader, which is not easy. And you've also finalized your master degree in Belarus and your PhD in Russia that you've just finished last year, right?
Yeah.
So that's really fascinating for me, managing all those hats in the same time. Thank you for mentioning also that great notes and stories that your ambassador shared, and that of course Moroccans, they love China as a culture, but as a superpower, as an example in the Asian continent, but also it's a great partner in Africa because China didn't start last year; they started maybe 50 years ago. But let's go back to the woman you are today. Why does a woman at the top, let's say at the top of her career, go back to being a student? And what does that say about your story or your vision of leadership today?
Yeah, thank you so much for this question, actually. So for me, I think as a woman leader, yes, it's not easy at what you said because for the whole world, mothers and women's wife, yeah, our position is many positions, not one job only. Yeah, we need to balance our life for how to educate the children, take care of the parents, take care of the family, also husband. It's not easy, but I think most important is what you want, how you balance your life for work, your study, and your family. So I think for me, like my major in my PhD, innovative. I want to do innovation not only for work but also for my family. Yes, I also would like to be a good example for my girls. Yeah, I have two girls actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I told them that everybody live for themselves. I'm your mom. I love you so much. I want to work for you. But yeah, most important is myself.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to set up good examples for them. And I'm so lucky that my husband and my parents, they all support me a lot. They want me to do whatever I want. So I have a lot of my time. Because some parents, they take very good care for their children, their backpack, their study. That's not the way I'm doing. I just told them that's your work. That's your job. To see what you want, you need to keep everything, your dream. So then they follow it. Then it's very easy for me. I don't expect too much to them, but they need to have their own idea and cherish their own time and life. So I would like to study because I think books and the knowledge give me more ideas and innovative information. So that's why I'm not the professor, but I would like to further my education. I hope but this way is a kind of experience, very treasurable experience for me.
Interesting. You were talking, and I was trying to connect those links.
Yeah.
And how do you have described those bridges? Because finally, it's a kind of a bridge. And as a builder, a civil engineer, I always think about what we are building are always bridges between our different hats and roles in society, but our different dreams and projects that we want to achieve. So we need those links to build like the Great Wall in China, in Beijing. It's indeed, it's like a bridge. Finally, is it a wall? But when you see it in different perspective, you can see it as a bridge because you can walk on the top and you can get to the other side of Beijing. And you also mentioned your daughters. And you putting yourself as an example in the center, but also putting yourself in the center as a woman, as a leader, and surrounding yourself within your family and who believed in you or supporting you till today, which is not easy. How can I say it in English? It's something unique and priceless. This is the word. It's priceless to have your family and your friends supporting you in whatever you decide to do. So now let's talk about what is crossing it today, because this week that bridge lands here in Casablanca, right? Especially at the Faculty of Science of Belmsik, which is a special area and close to my heart also. I've been working a few years ago in that area. And indeed, there is a lot of opportunities and a lot of energy of those young people, young engineers working hard. And today, the 6th Morocco 2026 gathered millions of students all around the world, and every year. And for its first edition in Morocco, this regional edition, more than 100 teams and 500 students, right? 30 universities were participating to this great competition of innovation, of creativity, 10 incubators, and also 20 companies. So, and 27 finalist projects that are dreaming of the grand final in China. So from this perspective, SNIA as an association works with, as I mentioned earlier, with Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, of all this ecosystem or these gateways into Africa. Why this first this first edition of this competition land in Morocco, and at the Faculty of Science and Technology in Bemsik, exactly.
I think it's because years of collaboration. Yeah, because the trust. Yeah. So for
Trust.
BIT, they trust SNIA because they also introduced by our embassy here in Morocco. And our embassy knows that we have lots of programs launched in Morocco. And indeed, we did a lot of successful programs. Like this year in April, we also organized another bigger event that is a digital competition between China and Morocco. We did very well, and we organized more than 120 delegations from China to work together here with the Hassan First University, SETAT. Yeah, they support us for this competition. We have, I think, more than 70 teams participate, especially OIPPT. Yeah, they co-organize this event together with us as well. We achieved amazing success, actually. Yeah, that's why we have the reputation. And during the process, the Hassan Second University Professor Zana the Westin also realized that it's a good opportunity also for students because the world competition also need your formal practice and knowledge. So I think it's a step towards another higher level competition. That's why we work together with Hassan Second Bemsik College together. I think it's also because of our formal work. Yeah.
So it's like a natural choice built on trust, as you mentioned. It's a strategic choice, but clearly also a human one.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, Professor Sana El Filali, who's doing a great job, and the whole team at the BIMSIC. And now that you've seen these young Moroccans on stage, what do Moroccan students bring to this competition that you don't see in anywhere else in the world?
I think Moroccan teams that they impressed me most yesterday is that they have a really global idea. Yes, and even more and better than Chinese teams. Yeah, because Morocco, your situation here is also different from us because you are very near to Europe and you have a free trade policy to America, Africa, and Europe. Yeah, which is amazing. And all students there open their eyes and they have more ideas from each countries nearby. So then after that, I think knowledge make them more confident and have new innovative ideas, and they can make some practical ideas and how to make the entrepreneurship and into practice.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's what I need to let our Chinese students learn from you. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. You just described their strengths, which is nice to hear.
Yeah.
And as a coach, I'm always as interested in the other sides of the coin, of the part. The journey here is demanding registration, pre-selection, coaching, mentorship, and the regional pitch, which is not easy to present in front of 1,000 people or hundreds of people, professionals. The Moroccan or the Morocco final, then the final in China. I mean, those different steps are not sometimes are very, very critical. And now I was wondering, what must these young innovators unlearn to succeed on the global stage from your perspective?
I think now the global economic is a trend. So everybody they cannot only focus in their own country, like our Chinese people. So also the competition is fierce. Yeah, it's not easy. You see that Chinese, we also have a very fierce competition with the Western world for sure. And we are so proud to see that for some area we are very competitive, like the new energy car and 5G, some areas. So I think for the young adults, first of all, they need to know the reality and the situation now, for their own advantages and the country. Yes, so like a team, we cannot see the weakness for everyone, but the strongest point, that's very important. That's a team. So for young people, they need to know themselves, know the country, know the world. Then they can have ideas easily. And the most important is action. Yeah, I think many people, they think big, but did nothing. That's useless. So action is most important, step by step. Like SNIA, we are not always thinking, what should we do? But we do. Yeah, so we have many programs doing with all the countries we worked with, and also yes, we make friends. Yeah. So I think all the programs is process that we know friends, we know desire, we know what you want, then we balance, and then we build this bridge to make all the programs and the desire from each side come true.
Interesting, yeah. That's really, those different parts that you've just described are representing, of course, the present, the reality of the market on the global stages, but also the importance of making friends, building trust and working with others. And also you mentioned the action. Which is the most important thing. And this is why we are here today. Because a few years ago, I believed that big dreams are still in Africa. And I thought we could start with the podcast to raise African leaders' voices and non-African leaders' voices, the global leaders who are working for Africa within African countries to build up a sustainable and connected future. And I took also the action to invite you and receive you, and I'm so honored to have you indeed. So now I want to look with you towards the future, because we're talking about the future, the vision, the ideas, the innovation, and towards the leader or the leaders this continent is waiting for. Because sometimes in Africa we like the titles, the names, the positions, and we forgot about the people, about the management, about the leadership style. So I want to remind ourselves that we don't lack technology or competencies in Africa. We lack leadership style. So the African leader of tomorrow, as I mentioned at Co-Leaders for Africa podcast, we carry this conviction that Africa has a leadership challenge before it has a technology challenge. As you know better than me, in your different countries, your different partners, they have one of the greatest engineers, innovators in the world. And from Morocco to Algeria to Tunisia, Ivory Coast, Senegal, all the North African countries, the question is, who will lead them? In Chinese, you say, Zhong Fei He Zhuo. Sino-African cooperation. From where you stand between Beijing and Casablanca, what does the African leader of tomorrow look like from your perspective? And what must also define this generation that we are talking about?
So I think for the next step for us and the next generation, I expect collaboration. I think no one can live without others' help. And as our Chinese old saying goes, that 3 persons goes together is better than one. Yeah, so we really hope that by the collaboration between each country and learn from each other, it can benefit everyone. Yes, I like competition, but I also like to learn from each other and become friends. Then we can grow up together. Yeah, I think that's the most important, not competition. Yeah, your economics is a number, me, oh no, not good. Then I'm jealous. I think it's not useless. Yeah, everybody needs to learn. And for SNIA, I really expect that we can have a bigger stage for the next step. And I'm so proud to say also, we have already signed MOU with the UNESCO AU office in Addis Ababa.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Actually, they recognize as work during the past 13 years. So they really expect that by our link and network, we can benefit more collaboration between China and Africa. Yes, actually, we have many programs launched together with UNESCO. First of all, is Empower Her, Her Future. I think that's a very important, like what you said, leadership. And I believe the power of women can influence more students and family. Yeah. Also, our idea is if you have an excellent wife, we can benefit the next 3 generations. So educate well women, also the key point for the society. That's very important. And that's the work. And actually, we are going to organize the first program in August in Beijing. And we have already invited like the ambassador's wife and some excellent, elite women to participate our programs in Beijing. Yeah, another is that we work with digital education, that we have a MOOC platform. Yeah, because education also need to sharing. Yeah, as we know that Africa, you don't have too much digital platform to be shared amongst the Africa countries because the economic development and educational status are different. We want to create this platform and give more opportunities to the students who are willing to learn Chinese, French, Arabic, and some technical skills in different aspects. And this platform has already launched. And we are...
What's the name of this platform?
China-Africa MOOC platform. Yeah, it's very interesting for me.
That's a great opportunity and a great portrait and portal. It's a gate. But the way how you describe the next generation of African leaders and what they need to focus on, you mentioned collaboration, cooperation, to be more open to others. And you also had the recognition of UNESCO, which is not easy to get also. It's a great recognition of your hard work for the last 13 years. So this is just amazing how you're building and continuing of building this bridge to make it happen through your different programs. Of course, we cannot cite all of them, but main of them, you also highlight that very well the main role of women. As we say, behind every great leader, there is a woman. But also, I like to remind a great message behind every great woman leader, there is a great man. So it's vice versa from both sides. But indeed, the way how we need and we urge to support women, to empower women, to create more opportunities for different backgrounds, different parts in Africa, because as everyone knows, Africa is the future, and Africa needs the world, but the world now needs Africa to be ready for the next maybe 20 or 30 years from now. So now let's talk about how we paint it. As Chinese, they like painting on silks. So China trained an entire generation globally of engineers, of professors, of entrepreneurs, and in one lifetime. What can Africa borrow from that playbook or handbook? You've mentioned the platforms and the tech platforms also. And what should Africa absolutely do differently today, from your perspective?
It's a big question, actually. Yeah, I think first of all, like what I said, is we learn from each other, and we also need to catch this great opportunity for Africa, because I realize that the economic situations in Africa is like maybe 20 years back China. So so for that period of time, Chinese people, we work very, very hard, I think, compared with other countries, and also big competition in China itself. So, and also for all the Chinese people, we have another idea. That is work not for ourselves, but our next generation. Yeah, if I work harder than my next generation for the whole country, they can be more relaxing. That's our image. And also for AI and digital education, yes, I think it's the trend of the world. So we also would like to organize more training for AI for young adults in the next step. And I would also like to share with you this year in November, we are supported by our Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Technology. We are going to organize a big event. We have already invited more than 10 ministers from Africa to participate in our event. And these two big events also co-organized with UNESCO. Yes, we hope that we can build more links and collaboration via this big event and platform, because Roman was not built in a day, of course. So all the succeed need to be step by step. So at the first we need to have the strategy, then action. I think that's it.
That's true. Strategy and then action. I love that. And I love how you also make the distinction between copying is not learning. We know that China organized so many programs, like in the world, in the US, in Europe, in South America, Brazil also. They are working hard on putting everyone on the same level, especially according to AI and to new technologies. Let me push a little bit one step further in a direction where people rarely go. And here we always ask what Africa must learn from China. But what must China learn from Africa as a continent? We are 54 countries, 1.4 billion people, and from its young leaders. I've been to Nigeria last year, and I was amazed from what the energy they have, the innovative ideas they have. It's really, really strong and powerful engine machine and ideas machine. I would love to hear that from you and from your perspective, your experience and your connection within young leaders.
For me, at this point, I encourage that young adults, they can go out to see, exactly what's the situation in other countries, what you can learn. Because journey always benefit people not only from the scenery, but also the attitude of the people there. So that's why for SNIA, we organize many programs to invite the Chinese students to come Africa, to come and learn in person. Because they cannot say they love America, they love British people because they are developed country. Not the reality. Each country, they have their own advantages and their knowledge for you to learn. Like Africa, most important, for example, Morocco, you have a long civilization. Yes, you have you're rich also in lots of resources and in open policy. And U.S. King also, His Excellency. Yes, I think these are all the very important knowledge and information our Chinese young adults need to learn from you.
Thank you for sharing this. So the bridge carries traffic in both directions, China to Africa and Africa to China. Then let me now jump into look 10 years ahead. Because we're all planning, you've talked about strategy and then vision. In 2036, a young woman who competed here this week is now leading a major program or African Chinese venture. What did we organize, or the mentors and institutions do right for her?
I think for women itself, what we want to do, first of all, we want to organize more training, for the girls. I think women, very important for girls, they need to be well educated. Morocco is not a big problem actually. And last week, I visited His Excellency wife of Senegal. I realized that some girls in Senegal, they're still suffering from their life. So I really hope that we can balance this as well. We can do some contribution to the girls' development by education. Because our idea is we cannot give you bread, but the way you make bread. So by education, I think we can benefit more people and let them survive their whole
And the
life.
women, they can still also fish and know how to, how can I say that, how to find fish. And that's really interesting how you used how to make bread because they are women. This is what we have through our tradition and our imagination. Always women are in the house making bread, and maybe they can also make engines, cars, maybe flights, boats. Indeed, women are capable, and they need more empowerment, more platforms, more ecosystem to empower them. So before we close, I have two last questions. The shortest one first, and perhaps the most important one. And here I would love to take a moment where we deeply think about those sides. First of all, an almost personal question, let's say, from your perspective. And here I want to discover, maybe I'll say it in Chinese, Nin Sichuan Mologo.
Yes. So thank you so much for your Chinese question.
I'm doing my best. I'm trying. I will come back and bring back my my vocabulary and my practice since 8 years ago or 10 years ago. So the question was, do you like Morocco? And how do you like it?
Yes, for me, I'm half Moroccan. Because some people ask me how many times you come Morocco. I told them that maybe 100 times.
Wow.
Every year I come here around 10 times on average because we have many programs, and almost all the program I will come in person to see everything, to be honest. Yeah, so I love Moroccan, and for me, I'm half Moroccan also. Yeah, I really hope that we can be the bridge that build the more link for Chinese people and Moroccan people. Yeah, that's my strategy also, because we're doing education and culture. So our work for SNIA, we are not a protocol, no protocol, only friendship.
That's great.
Yeah.
This is very key.
Yeah, that's the key.
yeah.
And my idea also for SNIA itself, we are SNIA family. For Morocco, yes, our friends here, not partner, I call the friends. They are all SNIA family. We take everyone as our family member. As a friends, no matter what programs we have. But our heart is very
and thanks
close.
to the president of SNIA family, who is a Moroccan leader, right? Professor
Mohammed Barkawi.
Mohammed Barkawi, who is a great leader. He shown many times the example of leadership, but also the way how he is also supporting and empowering women, not only Moroccan, but also Chinese through these initiatives. Thank you. I will treasure and keep this answer to my heart. I feel also half Chinese. I feel global, actually. Whenever I go, I feel from that place. I try to emerge and take only the good sides and good lessons from the culture, from the tradition, from the food. And this is the amazing thing of traveling and having the possibility, the ability to travel. And I know not all the African leaders have this opportunity. So I would be happy to contribute into your initiatives and open up doors and links to connect with great young leaders who just need a little push up to open up, to have this opportunity to travel to another country or new continent, just to bring new ideas or new competencies or maybe new partnerships to empower his or her community. So thanks again. And now the question I ask every single guest of this podcast is about your big dream, as we believe that big dreams are still in Africa. What is your big dream for Africa and Chinese youth for together for the next 10 years?
Yeah, actually, I also think too much about this question. My first dream, I hope that we can overcome the language barrier. So what you talked, you can speak Chinese and I can speak a little French, like ça va, merci beaucoup, salam alaikum. Yeah, that's basic, but not enough. I really hope that we can learn from each other, first of all, by language. Yeah, for SNIA, we have some Chinese language training centers. Yes, here also in Morocco. We hope that we can, let more Moroccan students learn Chinese. And of course, we have many programs to encourage our students to learn French and Arabic. Yeah, that's very important.
That's really, really important. Madame Chen, Effie, thank you very much. Thank you for being here and being the bridge you are building and being the link that you are building these connections. There's partnerships between students, professors, incubators, companies, and also helping step by step to achieve those dreams, dream by dream.
Yes.
Of course, there is many dreams, many students equals many dreams. 我很高兴认识你and 非常感谢加油 So that means thank you so much. Thank you for accepting, and I'm so glad and happy that we had this opportunity to meet. Again, for our audience, thank you for following this podcast. If you like, if you got inspired, and if you find it impactful, please share, comment, and like. But also, the most important thing is keep in your mind, big dreams are still in Africa. Share with your communities, with your students, with your professors, and maybe one of those programs could support your country or your community or your friends. And thanks again for following us and supporting us. Thank you.
Thank you. Also appreciate. It's my great honor to be invited. Thank you.
It's mine. Thank you very much. Thank you. 谢谢